Hi, BoLS fans. Larry Vela here.
And JayArr.
And we have Codex Heretic Astartes. It has an all-new name for 8th edition.
Or, if you go by what it says on the spine, Codex Chaos Space Marines.
All right. So we have brand new, really excited about it. Just came in. This is hardback. We have a 168-page codex here. And we're gonna give you a quick tour of the book and walk you through it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm opening it up. I'm opening it up.
I believe in you, Larry. You can do this.
I can do it. I can do it. We're gonna find. All right. I'll put it right here for now. You have your awesome Codex Space Marines art. Pretty cool. Terminator in spikes. You know, pretty much sums up Chaos Space Marines.
Usual.
It's like a Space Marine, but with spikes.
And blood.
All right. So table of contents. We're gonna talk a little bit about what is in our 168 pages. We have 50 pages of background right at the start. This is a full color book, as everything from GW has been.
And hardback, as you can see.
So we have 50 pages of background. This is just the general big picture background. What are the Chaos Space Marines? Takes you through their whole history, Horus Heresy, you know, during all of the 10,000 years, and basic information on all the legions at a big picture level. Lots of history. You know, major battles, all that kind of stuff. After that, you're going to get to, and we'll walk you through a couple of those pages, as you can see here. So we have, you know, here's a spread that's talking about the Horus Heresy, and of course, everyone's personal favorite. We have the Emperor. We have Horus. You know, I guess it's your personal favorite based on what army you play. You get sections on all of the traitor legions. This book is interesting. It does go out of its way to make a clear dividing line between the traitor legions and renegades, which is cool. So for all you people who've kind of, you know, over various editions, they've kind of switched back and forth. This book clearly covers both of them, and whether you want to play one of the actual legions, you know, specifically, or whether you just want to be like, hey, I'm like the Emperor's turncoats, and I have my cool Chaos Space Marine chapter that I made up yourself, you're covered, and you're going to get rules. So it's very, very cool. You get, of course, fantastic art. We'll show you, you know, one or two of these. This particular one is on the Black Legion, and it's pretty much this same kind of a general format for all of the legions are in here. So you're going to get one big piece of art of kind of their standard uniform, and then you'll get common variants of, you know, in some legions you'll get their pre-heresy colors. In some legions it'll show you a progression from like a normal Marine all the way to like a fully possessed Marine, so you get to kind of see them in different states, different kind of different phases of their devotion to chaos. This Black Legion one I especially like because it kind of settles once and for all kind of the whole concept of, you see the Black Legion, but this page over here you get to actually see the Black Legion Cult Legion troops. So you do get to see once and for all, yes, the Black Legion can actually make, and they know these secrets because they've worked with sorcerers and other things. You know, you get to see how they're actually getting to, you know, there are Black Legion Thousand Sons, and there's Black Legion Noise Marines, and there's Black Legion Berserkers, and Black Legion Plague Marines.
Yeah.
It's super, super cool.
You also, speaking of backgrounds and stuff like that, you also get about 45 pages or so of unit background. This is background that's specific to the various units in the army.
We'll flip way past. So as an example, we'll get past this section. So
we'll flip to
you're gonna get your general background section on, you know, what is a demon prince, and, you know, what is
a chaos lord, and all that good stuff. Right,
and we'll, you know, what is a hellbrute, and you know, so you're gonna get all of that. It covers, you know, all of the normal things that you see in the Chaos book. Right in the middle of the book, you're going to get your 10-page section of all of your pretty pictures.
So you can see these miniatures in action. You can see them on display with like beautiful dioramas behind them. A lot of these are like beautifully painted.
Yeah, and you're going to get to see, you know, standard spreads. Every legion's covered, and there'll be, you know, a page or two of, you know, all of the normal. You know, the kind of, you know, renegades and all the random chapters out there. So, but what you've really been waiting for are the data sheets.
Yeah, that's the reason you get this codex.
So you're going to be moving past this, and we're going to hit the actual rules section. So now we're into the data sheets. You got 34 pages of data sheets. This covers all the units that are in the normal, that were in previous Space Marine codexes, all the units that are in the Chaos Index book.
Right.
So they're all in here. There are a couple interesting things that they've done. So there's no new unseen Chaos Space Marine units in this book. So this is definitely a, you know, as we've been saying, this is kind of a you know, it's a
bookkeeping kind of codex.
Right, right.
So like it takes all of the stuff that was already there and just sort of explicitly spells it out for you.
Right, cleans it up.
You also get like the new here. You get the new or not the new, but you get like cleaned up data sheets that incorporate stuff from the FAQ. The points have changed, so like they are a lot cheaper if you're playing like points. Chaos sort of overall seems to be getting cheaper, so which is good if you've been feeling that like sting of the man. These guys are expensive for what they do. So that's changed a lot.
Yeah. So you know, overall, you know, tuning. You know, they've been tuned. So you know, there's no particular ones. There's lots of them. So there's just a whole bunch of minor adjustments of points, which in general tend to be down.
You'll also get after checking out all the data sheets. We're not going to flip through them all because they're, like we said, they're the ones in the index.
We will show you this though. They do give you the basic demon troops, even though they aren't. Even though they don't have the Heretic Astartes keyword, they are in this book, and they're in this book really so that you don't have to, you know, because there are many things in this book that can summon. There's sorcerers, there's all kinds of things like that. You may have spells, so they figured, you know, thank you Games Workshop, we might as well give them the rules for that, so you're not having to wait until either to buy the index or to wait until Chaos Demons comes out. So,
or if you've got them both, you don't have to flip back and forth between them.
So they're all in here too, and those, you know, your basic Daemonettes are in there, Bloodletters are in there, Plague Bearers are in there,
all the good stuff. And then finally, there's the 12 pages of rules at the back, which are going to have all of your Space Marine Legion traits.
We're going to go find it.
24 new stratagems, 9 different psychic powers,
14 relics/artifacts.
13 total warlord traits.
And you get, at the very, very back of the book, you'll get your 6 tactical objectives. We'll show you a couple of those pages, but we did want to stop, and this is a really big one that we're seeing. So first of all...
So there's the Despoilers of Humanity, which is basically the same as the Defenders of Humanity in the Codex Space Marines book. Basically, if you have... they have objectives secured now. So if you've got a Chaos Marine on an objective, and they also do, but don't have that rule, you win.
You get it. So basically, you unless they have the equivalent of it, you win. You get it.
And I like that a lot because it kind of makes the Chaos Space Marines very clearly a dark mirror of Space Marines.
Right.
Space Marines.
And I like it because it definitely, this is the other thing. This makes troops important again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And then, as far as like the stratagems go, let's go ahead and flip to one of these.
You can read a couple of those.
You've seen the Legion traits, perhaps, but the stratagems are cool. Now you can see here there is one that is incredibly massive. It is perhaps the biggest stratagem in all of 40k right now, and that is the Chaos Boon. So whenever one of your characters kills another character or a monster or a Titan or something like that,
you can spend that command point. How many command points is that?
One command point. Roll 2d6 and you get a cool thing, or you turn into a spawn. Right.
So don't roll 2s. Don't roll 2s. You'll be fine. And overall, what this table is, about 1/3 of it is a mirror. These are powers that are in the that are in the Space Marine Codex.
Things like the Predator kill shot, make a return, stuff like that.
So there's a lot of that, and then the other 2/3 are Chaos Space Marine specific. But even those they've been redone for 8th edition, but they all draw off the legacy of previous codexes. So things like the Demon Bolt are in there, and where you can have which was 1 or 2 codexes back, where you can have, as an example, it's one of my favorites. It's 1 command point, and you can pick any hero who has a bolt gun or bolter or some type of standard bolt weapon, and he can trade it. He can use the command point, take 1 shot, and if he hits, then whoever he was shooting at takes D3 mortal wounds. But if he misses, he takes it. So really cool, So lots of things like that. They're going back and drawing off the old stuff.
And then of course you got your
psychic disciplines.
Psychic 9 powers,
Yeah,
6 for the normal ones, and
then your 3 that are that you get based on which chaos god you are marked as.
Khorne
So
naturally needs no psychic power. His discipline is axe.
he cares not for this page
Yeah.
at all. And you know, there's a bunch of other stuff. There's relics back here. You get warlord traits back here. On both relics and warlord traits, we'll talk about them briefly. On both of those, you have 14 relics. There's 13 warlord traits. In both of those cases, about half of those are generic. Anybody can use them, and the other half of them are Legion specific. So you can always just say, oh, you know, I'm this guy, so I'm going to pick that one. You know, I'm playing Black Legion, so that's my thing. And then at the very, very end of the book, you do get your 1 page of 6 tactical objectives. If you are playing missions and games and you want to add tactical objectives to your games, you get your chaos specific ones.
Six specific ones, including like glory for the dark gods and all that good stuff.
And in a nutshell, that is Codex Chaos Space Marines. Overall, it gets the job done. It updates them from the index. You get all of your background. You get all your fluff. You get everything that you need to.
You get adjusted point costs, more importantly.
Yeah, it's definitely been tuned.
Because those will be the official point costs now.
They will be. And you know, and you're going to get everything that the other codexes have gotten so far. So now you're going to get your own. You get your sub-faction traits for the legions. You're going to get, you know, all of your normal things that you expect out of a I have a codex chapter. You know, the psychic powers, everything else. And
that's it. I think.
This is ready to go, and you should go pick it up.
Thanks for watching, folks. I'm JayArr.
And I'm Larry, and thanks for watching.
Gopa here. The guys forgot a brand new unit that shows up in this book. That's not really a new unit or new model, but they finally got rules for something that we've always seen added on to all these box sets that we never understood why we had it. The new unit is the Exalted Champion. It's basically a kind of opposite of the Dark Apostle, and instead of rerolling hits in the fight phase, it allows you to reroll wounds in the fight phase. This is huge for Chaos because, if you know, you always seem to fail those wound rolls, and having a chance to reroll those is going to change up so many assaults. You can kill so many different things. It's great to finally have this in the Chaos Space Marine Codex. So be excited, find those old plastic boxes with that Exalted Champion in there, or look at those old not Dark Imperium, but the old release set that randomly came in there, and be excited we got a new unit in the Chaos Codex that sadly is not a new Abaddon model.